When you think of a traditional artist studio, you usually picture like this sprawling chaos.
Oh, absolutely. Paint everywhere.
Right. Easels, tubes of paint, just a massive canvas taking up half the room. But when you look at modern digital creators, suddenly that whole studio has to fit onto a tiny cafe table.
Or a cramped airplane tray. It's really the absolute definition of a spatial compromise.
Exactly, which
Hmm.
is what makes the device we're looking at today so fascinating. We're doing a deep dive into a product page from HDTV Supply for the Xencelabs 16.9 small pen tablet.
It's quite a piece of hardware.
It is, and it raises this huge question. Is it actually possible to fit a professional studio into a 6-inch rectangle? Okay, let's unpack this.
So the physical footprint is really the defining characteristic here. The active drawing area is just 6.93 by 3.89 inches.
That is incredibly small.
It is, but
Yeah.
it's built with this gently curved, seamless palm rest. So it actually makes that tight space comfortable to work in.
Yeah, and the aspect ratio is what really caught my eye. It's natively 16.9, which makes it like a perfectly scaled down portable magic window.
That's a great way to put it.
Because the tablet shares the exact same widescreen dimensions as your monitor out of the box. So your hand's physical geography maps one-to-one with the digital canvas.
Which is huge.
Right. It entirely eliminates that frustrating aspect ratio distortion you get with, older square tablets where everything stretches weirdly.
Yeah, that native mapping is crucial for focus,
Yeah.
especially when you factor in the adjustable LED lights.
Oh, right, the corner lights.
Exactly. They clearly define the active drawing area on that small surface. So when you're doing incredibly detailed editing tasks, like adjusting control points or tweaking transformation handles,
I need that precision.
you do.
Uh,
Having that illuminated 16.9 footprint means your hand movements translate perfectly to the screen without wasted energy.
I have to say, though, I was pretty skeptical at first.
Why is that?
Well, for $139.99 MSRP, I usually expect, a bare plastic slab and a flimsy cable.
Right, the bare minimum.
Yeah. You almost always have to pay extra just to get a protective case, let alone a whole ecosystem.
And that's exactly why this stood out on the product page. They really flipped that model on its head for portable use.
They really did.
It actually ships with a carrying case, a drawing glove, a dedicated pen case, and this is crazy, 2 distinct pens,
2 of them. And they use electromagnetic resonance, or EMR tech.
which is fantastic.
It means the tablet actually powers the pen wirelessly through a magnetic field. You literally never have to charge the pens themselves.
It's so convenient.
You get a wider 3-button pen and then a thinner pencil-like 2-button pen. And both of them have erasers and customizable buttons.
What's fascinating here is how this acknowledges the physical reality of digital art.
How so?
Well, offering 2 distinct pen sizes right out of the box caters to different muscular habits.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah, like a heavy-handed painter might want the thicker barrel to reduce hand fatigue. But someone sketching delicate lines might prefer the pencil-like feel. They're giving you ergonomic choices without forcing expensive add-ons.
Having 2 pens is great for long sessions, for sure. But, all that ergonomic comfort doesn't really matter if the tablet dies mid-brushstroke.
Very true.
So how does the battery actually hold up for an on-the-go workflow?
Surprisingly well. It has 16 hours of battery life on a single 2.5-hour charge.
Wow, 16 hours.
Yeah. You could theoretically fly from New York to Tokyo, drawing wirelessly the entire time, and still have juice left when you land.
That is wild.
Or, of course, you can just plug it in via USB-C if you're at a desk.
Okay, so that covers the hardware and the tools. But what about the logistics of actually buying it?
The fine print.
Exactly.
Yeah.
They mention a 30-day return policy, but there's a bit of a catch.
Right, the shipping.
Yeah. If the unit is actually defective within those first 30 days, Xencelabs will email you a shipping label and cover the return.
Which is standard and great.
But if you just buy it, try it, and decide, the small size just isn't for you, you are the one footing the shipping bill to send it back.
Which means you really need to be fairly certain this highly compact form factor fits your workflow before you pull the trigger.
Definitely. So what does this all mean for you, the listener? If you are constantly fighting for desk space or you're always traveling, this $140 investment packs a surprisingly robust punch.
It really proves that scaling down your studio doesn't mean sacrificing your professional tools.
It totally challenges that old expectation that serious art requires this sprawling, chaotic workspace,
Absolutely.
which leaves you with something to ponder the next time you sit down to create. How does the physical size and restriction of our creative tools subconsciously shape or alter the actual art we end up producing?
That's a great question.
Does shrinking that canvas down to a tiny portable magic window constrain your imagination? Or does it completely focus it?